Coming up in today's video, we have bearish divergence on the daily. Bitcoin is currently at key resistance, but there is a bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern to 103k. If that breakout fails, I've prepared you guys with the support. Welcome back to the channel. It's Louis Crypto and happy Thanksgiving to those that are celebrating. I'm looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and we've actually got a bearish divergence. We've got lower highs on the actual indicator itself, but higher highs in the chart. So it's hidden because on the chart we're actually seeing higher highs, whereas we've got a signal of lower. Let's actually see when that signal came into play exactly on that red candle. So all this is actually saying is Bitcoin needs to come back down to test some key levels of support. I'm going to show you all of those in today's update. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share, as we're so very close to 9k subscribers. So Bitcoin received this bearish divergence over here, hidden, as the chart was bullish with higher highs. And now all that is going on after making a new swing high, it needs to fall back to the previous swing high to turn it into a swing low. And that's what we're seeing right now. The dump that we saw over the past few days came to test the previous resistance, now support, an SR flip, and it's now looking for continuation. Nearly every single Thanksgiving, Bitcoin tends to dump, but yesterday we saw a nice movement up. We're going to find out, of course, as Thanksgiving is today, or once the American market goes live, whether we're going to see Bitcoin continue lower. I will prepare any further loss of this support, where it would head to next, so stay tuned. I'm going to now zoom into the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here with Bitcoin, you might not be able to see it, but I'm actually spotting something bullish. Remember, with a bearish divergence, there's no true target out of it. It's just saying there will be lower, and we are looking for any sort of bounce location. So we marked out that previous resistance that has reacted very nicely as support. I'm not going to zoom in on the lower time frames because I can personally already see it here, but there is an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So that's why Bitcoin received this breakout. But usually, if there is a move around the halfway point, there is going to be a struggle. And if we can ever break through that point, it's bullish and we'd be attacking the all-time highs, looking for 100k. But until that halfway point is breached, there is, of course, the risk that we retest these lows. And whether that means we double bottom here or actually head to a new low, that remains to be seen. Because again, as I've previously said, historically on Thanksgiving, it does tend to dump, as well as leading up into it. And the difference this time around was we've actually pumped into this Thanksgiving. So there are positive sides. In fact, I'm seeing further bullish patterns apart from this inverse head and shoulders pattern over here. By the way, that has met the target. So usually when that happens, we do form a resistance, we do pull back a little bit, and that makes sense because we're at the halfway point of this move down. So what I'd personally like to see is this green level of support being maintained. I want a higher low in this location. So if anything, there's a potential further inverse head and shoulders actually forming over here. Previously, I was saying this was the pattern, but this has now become the entire head. This being the right shoulder actually forming right now, and this being the left shoulder. If Bitcoin does something that it has not done historically, which is a bullish Thanksgiving, the target would be a new all-time high of $103,000. It's actually a level that I've been mentioning in the Discord community. If any of you want to jump in, the links are in the description down below. You can also find it in my Twitter bio as well. Make sure you're following me over on Twitter. I am there posting every single day. If this actually now fails to break out over here, to meet this 103,000 target, what is the next step for Bitcoin if this were to be lost? I would then look at these previous supports to the left, because once this was rejection areas, resistance, we can now see it has flipped into support, so this should hold. But previously, when we rejected this area, we fell to this key level of support. So if at any time we see a dump today, we want this area to hold. Otherwise, we do see a further dump into 84 to 87k. At the moment, we've seen a resistance turn into support. This should hold, and right now we are forming this bullish pattern over here. When the stock market opens, things can change. Thanksgiving historically is a time where smart money tends to take profits. This is where retail goes ahead and tells their whole family about crypto, and most of the time looks like an absolute fool. But in the end, we are the last ones laughing, because getting out of Thanksgiving, leading to the end of the year and the beginning of next year, Q1, this is the most explosive time for crypto. So very exciting journey up ahead. I do see Bitcoin eventually heading to 103K next out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Even if Bitcoin were to continue lower, we're no longer seeing that pattern, but in the future, that 103K target remains valid. For now, though, I'm going to assume that this holds because of the resistance flipping into the support, and just want a higher low above this 91K level. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're prepared either way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share on your way out. And I'll catch you over on my Twitter and in the next YouTube update. Cheers.